Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and depending on when you're watching this, Season 18 is finally coming to a close, which means we're one step closer to what is gonna be the greatest competitive season that we ever experienced. Oh, what makes Season 19 so great, YOU WACK? I am so glad that you asked, prepubescent boy. It is gonna be great because Season 19 is not gonna have Horizon Lunar Colony or Paris in any of the map rotations! But we also don't get maps like Ilios either, so you take the good with the bad. Unfortunately though, the maps don't really make the meta. The meta makes the meta, which is why I'm bringing another video talking about the best heroes that you want to try to use in Season 19. Because what Season 18 really showed you was how bad you are at roles that you're not used to. For me, I was surprised that I was actually really good in tank, and again, really surprised that I was awful in support. So that means I should probably look into, well, what is the meta when it comes to support, practice those meta heroes, and then possibly get better in support. We know that's not going to happen, but we can dream. And same thing goes for you. If you learn and practice the meta heroes, then you have the potential to be good in all three categories. And you can say up and down that, oh, I'm not gonna queue for the role that I'm not used to. First of all, we all know you're gonna queue for the role that you're not used to. And second of all, that's boring, alright? You're boring. You're probably like missionary because you're not spicing things up. So play the role that you're not used to, but also learn and practice the role that you're not used to. And that's exactly what this video is gonna help you do, is look at the best heroes that you can use in each and every single category for Season 19. We're going to be looking at 2 DPS heroes because everybody thinks they're the best DPS player of all time, 1 tank hero, and 1 support hero. If you've been here before, you know the drill, so let's get it started. First, we gotta talk about the most awkward category of heroes in Overwatch, DPS. And Doofus was the best DPS hero in Season 18, and you know he's going to be the best DPS hero in Season 19 just because of double shields. And it's not like he's really all that amazing. He's good, don't get me wrong, but he's really only good because of the double shield meta. Doofus means will disagree with me, and I'm just gonna have to say, hey, at least I'm saying he's good, but you have to realize that Doofus is one of the very few heroes that can get past all these shields in Overwatch, because you have Sigma's shield, you have Orisa's shields, if they have a Brigitte shield, they're throwing, but there's another shield on board as well. Doofus can get by all these shields and be the DPS hero that he was always meant to be. When you have heroes like Soldier 76 or McCree or even Ashe, they're constantly, and I mean, they're constantly shooting both of these shields all the time where they're not able to perform as a DPS hero. So that's why you pick someone like Doofus, because they can be effective along with little to no stuns stopping him from being effective. Because once you start to look at the heroes that are being picked in this double shield meta, you have Sigma, Orisa, Moira, and Lucio, probably another Doofus, and maybe like a Symmetra or some, again, like I mentioned before, little to no stuns that are stopping him from going into the back line, harassing your supports, getting a bunch of shield, and then getting out of there. There's so many reasons as to why you would use Doofus in this double shield meta, but don't get this twisted, it's not like he's a broken hero, because I see so many people complaining about Doofus and saying that he needs a nerf, when just a couple months ago, he was exactly the same. It's just Sigma got added, you saw all these shields, all these DPS heroes couldn't get past these shields, but then they looked at Doofus and like, well, his Doofus doesn't really get blocked by the shield, so let's use the Doofus. So that's the main reason why you want to use him, but he's not the only DPS hero that you can pick. Even though there's a low amount of effective DPS heroes out there, I could easily say someone like Symmetra, because yes, she is effective in this double shield meta. But the thing is though, anybody could play Symmetra. I've been playing Symmetra and I have like about 10 hours on her, and if you already been playing Symmetra, you don't need to hear it again. So we need a wild card pick. We need something that nobody's been really dealing with in Season 18. So that's why I'm gonna go with Reaper in Season 19. Now, is Reaper one of the best DPS heroes of all time? No, but that could be said with really any DPS hero. I even said that with Doofus, and I said he is the best DPS hero. But the thing about Reaper is that no one really knows how to deal with him because they've been dealing with Doofus and Symmetra for the longest time, and since you do have a Lucio, the plan with Reaper is that you're supposed to be a speedy, edgy boy and get in the face of literally anybody. DPS support, but mainly the tanks. Sigma, Orisa, if they have a throwing Reinhardt or throwing Winston, even better, dog. Again, is he better than Symmetra or Doofus? Definitely not, but if you're wanting to learn someone that is not super meta but can still be somewhat effective, and if you don't want to throw with someone like Soldier and McCree, then yeah, you would want to pick Reaper. Plus, if you want to be a flanking Reaper, which I never personally like to do because it seems like every single time I flank, I always get spotted, but if you successfully flank, the same thing that I said about Doofus can apply with Reaper, and that is there are little to no stuns stopping you from flanking. flanking. Along with his Fade ability stopping you from potentially a Sigma rock, you're going to be able to get away scot-free with every single flank that you do. Again, assuming that they don't all gang up on you once they find out your little hiding spots. So if you're able to successfully just burn through a tank or possibly catch a support off guard, then that Reaper pick is gonna be a clutch pick that can possibly change the pace of the game that otherwise couldn't have happened if you were to play a slow hero like Symmetra. But I've just been going on and on and on about this double shield meta. Play Doofus because he can buy the shield. Play Reaper because he's a wild card pick and it's good against him. So you knew when it came to the tanks that someone was going to be picked from the double shield meta. You have two options, Sigma and Orisa. Who are you gonna pick? Well, at least for this video, I'm gonna go with Sigma. He's the newest out of the two heroes, which means that there's gonna be a less amount of people that are actually good with Sigma, and those good Sigma players are gonna be even fewer that are gonna be on your team. So if you can be that good Sigma player, it will go a long way. You'd be surprised at how many people know how to play Orisa, but that's just because Orisa's been out for so many years now. Sigma, he's only been out for a couple of months, and that's why you would want to take this off season or take the next couple of days at just trying to learn Sigma. Really taking the time to learn his primary form of fire, learning the trajectory, and realizing the opportunity when it comes to those two tiny little balls in his hand. Pause. Learning the best heroes and when to use your sucky suck ability and not just to use it when a Lucio is being a Reddit Lucio in your face and you panicking like, oh my god, I'm Reddit Lucio to hurt me now. But also taking the time to learn his ultimate and realizing that it's not necessarily a killing ultimate. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage when you slam those boys onto the ground, but realizing that it's more or less an opportunity ultimate, sort of like how Reinhardt's or Zarya's ult is. Yeah, if you were use it by yourself, you could possibly get a few kills, but you'll get a ton more kills and possibly change the pace of the game if you were to use it with your whole entire team. Yeah, that could be said with any single ultimate, but I see so many single players, including myself, just use it all willy-nilly, and there is no DPS ults available, or nobody's even ready after they just got 3 deaths on their team that used their ult thinking that they'll get a full team wipe, when that's not at all the case. While there's a little bit of room to go off by yourself as Sigma, I really truly believe that Sigma is best utilized when it's with the team, but more importantly with the Orisa, because you're going to be wasting your shield if you're not going to be using it in tandem with Orisa's shield. If you just leave it out there, then you're just wasting Orisa's shield, and if you don't leave it out there when Orisa's shield is down, then you're not being an effective Sigma. So that's why I really say you need to practice Sigma. While he's somewhat easy to learn, he's very, very, very hard to master, man. Like, he really is. That ultimate, it seems easy, but it's not, man. It really isn't. And for the best support here that you can use in Season 19, it's not going to be Moira. Moira's boring. We're going with Baptiste. You know how to play Moira. Even if you only have 1 hour on Moira, you know how to play Moira. Just don't touch the left trigger or don't touch the right side of the mouse and you will play Moira correctly. But you want to take this off season to learn Baptiste. I said with Doofus and Symmetra that they're way better than Reaper. So is Moira better than Baptiste? I would say so, because you have 3 opportunities to heal with Moira, and as a primary healer, that is your main job. But at least with Baptiste, he has a spot on a team composition, mainly with his immortality field. I'm not gonna front with you, because even with his window, with his ultimate, that allows teams to be aggressive, but that is also done with Moira's ultimate. You see what I mean? You see why Moira is a little bit better, so you just have to really decide what kind of team composition are you running, whether it's gonna be double shield, whether it's gonna be bunker, pirate ship, or anything off meta. Moira can probably be a better fit, but Baptiste can also somewhat fit. But especially in something like bunker or pirate, you're gonna be wanting to run the Baptiste because of immortality field. And it's not like Baptiste is a bad primary healer, because he can get the job done. He can output so much heals. You just have to remember that you have to give some heals. You can't just use your AoE heal for everything. So don't be focusing on the DPS side of Baptiste. Really focus in on healing up your tanks, be aggressive when you need to be, and then use your immortality field sort of like how you would with like Lucio's ultimate or Zenyatta's ultimate. You have a primary healer in the form of Baptiste, but you also have a secondary healer ultimate in the form of immortality field. But if your team isn't coordinated, stick together, or push in when you need to push in, just switch on to Moira. It's just so much easier. You have so much opportunity to heal, and you build your ultimate so much faster. But those are the best heroes that you want to try to use in Season 19. I'm not going to say say that you can use any hero, but slowly you're starting to see heroes like Baptiste or Reaper come into the meta because they add that sort of unknown factor. Teams don't, or at least good teams don't know how to deal with those heroes because they're constantly seeing the best heroes like Doofus, Symmetra, Mora, Lucio, Sigma, Orisa. If you want a cliche meta pick, well, those are your 6 heroes. But you can have fun in Season 19. Just don't have too much fun and try to play someone like Genji or Tracer because, yeah, then you're throwing. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I do plan on having funny moments this Sunday when it comes to my Season 19 placements. I don't really know if I'm going to be showing all 5 of my placements, but I'll figure something out. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.